Runner!
Presley slide step. Presley slide step. No, it's Presley's fault. That's what they
All right. Oh, they missed nothing.
took him. Put it right there. The catcher has no time.
No, he's having surgery too.
Could have been out, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 weeks he's been.
No matter who you're playing.
Checked it out.
Okay, sorry about that. We're just a bit late. We're in the top of the first inning. This is tournament round 1. Hughes Big Red is here to play the La Salle Lancers. And the first Hughes batter walked. The second batter is now up to plate. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here you go, Presley.
Yep, second batter Martin, the pitcher struck out swinging, so now we've got a 1-2 count with Wilkes Hawkins, the third baseman.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 1.
So 2 down with a runner on second here. Here is your defensive lineups for LaSalle. Danziger in left, Schroer in center, Babowski in right, Goldschmidt at third, Harmon at short, Lynch at second, Riesenbeck at first.
Ball 1.
Richmond catching, and Presley Bombach doing the pitching.
Steve, have you written down your projected winner and score yet?
I need to do that. You are very right. I have just done it. Have you done yours?
I have.
All right.
A little nubber. Bombach off the mound. Fields it
Nice.
first. Get the out.
1-3. There we go. No harm done.
You want ketchup or
No, I'm good. Thank you.
good? Here you are.
Appreciate it. So Bombach gets out of the first inning with just 1 walk, struck out 2, and then a harmless ground ball back to him, throwing out the first. After half of 1, 0-0.
No runs, no hits. 1 runner left on base. The lineup for your La Salle Lancers: batting first, the third baseman Isaac Goldschmidt. Batting second, the right fielder Colin Babowski. Third, second baseman Justin Lynch. Then the designated hitter Javi Retley, the catcher Chris Richmond, the left fielder Jonathan Danziger, the shortstop Joe Harmon, the first baseman Kellen Riesenbeck, the center fielder Jack Schroer, and on the mound is the pitcher Presley Bombach. LaSalle enters the game with a 12-10 record. They finished 4-5 in the GCL. Hughes finished with an overall record of 2-6, and they belong to the Cincinnati Metro Athletic Conference, and they're in the red division, and they finished with 1 win and 4 losses. And that was good for third place. Hughes has been in the state tournament twice, and they won both times, 1938 and 1949. The school has produced no major leaguers The history between La Salle and Hughes, they've only played one time in the last 20 years. That was in the postseason. La Salle won that game back in 2008 by a score of 10-0. Common opponents, they have none.
So Jaden Martin doing the pitching is a sophomore for Hughes. Our statistics don't seem right because I know they've played quite a few games, but according to the statistics that we have, it shows him as his third appearance, 3.2 innings of work, an 0-1 record, 4 strikeouts, an ERA of 0.00. So that's the information that we have after checking multiple sources. So the stats may be off for Hughes just a little bit, but we're going to roll with what we got.
That's all we can do.
As you mentioned, Goldschmidt's going to lead off playing third, batting .291, 15 RBIs, which is the lead for La Salle this season, with 3 stolen bases, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run, and again, 15 RBIs. It'd be nice to see them kick this thing off offensively strong to start.
Isaac Goldschmidt just on Sunday won the Lancer Award at the banquet.
Yeah, that was well deserved. He's had a heck of a season, as you and I have seen. In clutch moments, how many times has he come through?
Pops this one up to the right side. Second baseman Cam Sundert makes the catch for out number 1.
Just kind of dropped in the glove there.
Yeah. First pitch swinging there.
I think you'll see these guys aggressive in this one.
Brings up Colin Babowski, the junior.
Comes into this one batting .250 with 9 stolen bases, 9 RBIs.
Attempts at bunt. Strike 1. Pitch is way outside. 1-1. I feel a few sprinkles. I don't know about you.
Mm-hmm. Again, when they turf this field in a few weeks, hopefully they add a canopy for us.
Yes. A few weeks, huh?
Well, this summer it's coming.
Fouled back.
It'll be a much different look.
It's kind of strange that the winner of this game doesn't play again until next Wednesday. It's a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
It's upstairs.
I don't know if that's because of graduations and everything else, or just how it's set up.
You're used to playing nearly every day, and then you go a whole week.
Go, Bob, go!
And Babowski swings and misses, strikes out, throw down the first.
Ooh, a collision there. Everyone's okay. Drop third strike.
So Lancers have the first 2 batters out. That brings up the junior second baseman, Justin Lynch. And he, on Sunday, won the Offensive Player of the Year.
He did a fine job. For the season, batted .305, 13 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 2 doubles.
Ball high.
I'll tell you what, I consider myself a traditionalist when it comes to baseball. I love the natural infield.
Yes.
And La Salle in particular over the last couple of years has done a heck of a job with the infield. I love the look of the infield, and I'm going to miss it.
Yeah. I will too. Ball too.
This infield has worked for us and worked against us.
Well, they're putting it in because of one of your favorite words, efficiency.
Yeah.
it's going to be less work. It's going to allow perhaps more games to be played.
Yep. And that's always a good thing for sure. But it changes the game, as we've seen on the turf fields that we've played, where you get more of the typical bounce as opposed to some of the unique plays that you might get on the natural field.
The 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count. Yes, next year when they install that turf, that will be quite a jubilant time.
One down, 1 left.
Well, I think it will be for the players. You know, how many times have you and I wrapped up broadcasts and we've seen the team working on this natural field and, you know, working hard on that mound, which really has held up all through the season. I've got to tip my cap to the pitchers who have really done a nice job with the mound, and we've seen some other places with natural mounds that have been horrendous.
How about the Hobner mound?
Oh, man, rough. So all that's gone. So from an efficiency standpoint, yeah, I can see the players being pretty jubilant on that. But again, I'm going to be a little melancholy, throwing out funny words.
This is the 8th pitch. To Justin
Yeah, nice job
for the first base hit of the game.
Love it. And here we are with 2 outs, which you've seen this team rally and score runs how many times? Oh, my gosh, you got the second on that. That is heads-up base running. He was he took advantage of them kind of being. Oh no, he's been sent back. Nope, he's ditching the gloves. He got second on that. That's heads-up base running by Justin Lynch, who saw them kind of taking their time, being lackadaisical out there in the field, and took an extra base.
Well, it caught me by surprise because I was writing in the scorebook, assuming you singled.
Yeah. Well, how huge is that when you get Javi Retley up here now with a runner in scoring position and a chance to now score him? That's big. Coach Cord did not like that one.
Cold strike to Javi.
Could hear him from here.
Let's go.
So did you call that a 2-out double?
I would.
Yeah, that's what I wrote. That ball's upstairs, 1-1 to count.
I'll tell you what, we need some bunting around here. Create the playoff atmosphere.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the batter bunting.
Oh, I'm talking about the American flag bunting that you tend to see at the, all-star games, playoff games, a little bit more.
Red, white, blue.
Yeah, a little bit more decor.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And Justin Lynch takes off from third, and there will be no throw.
Yes, Justin, yes!
Now, how huge is that? And I tell you what, that's a big tell right there for the coaches, because generally you would think on stealing third, that's the easier throw for the catcher to make, and there was no attempt. I think you're going to see a lot of running today.
It's outside. Full count to Javi Retley, the senior designated hitter.
I think he was standing up, too.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's out number 3. And after 1 full inning, there's no score.
No way.
20 pitches to get through that one for Martin.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. And after 1 complete, like I said, no score. And you know what that means?
Oh, is it trivia time?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Let's bring it. Oh, is this against the Cubs? I hope. Please
No,
let it
it's
be.
against the Pirates.
Oh,
Which of the following three players has the most stolen bases as a Pittsburgh Pirate? Is it A, Barry Bonds, B, Roberto Clemente, or C, Dave Parker?
wow.
Amongst those three, who has more stolen bases?
I'm going to go with Clemente on that one.
You sure you don't want to change your mind?
No, sir. I'm going to stay with Clemente.
His career ended prematurely.
I know. But you know what was interesting? When Bonds became more the home run hitter, I don't remember him being known for his speed. And Parker, another power hitter, again, I don't think known for his speed. I could be wrong. But no, I'll stick with Clemente on that.
Well, the answer is Barry Bonds.
Oh, can I change my answer?
I'm sorry, it's too late. But
Oh,
thank you for playing.
yeah. Again, you always on the wrong answers. I just can't help but notice just a higher octave on the thank you for playing.
Barry Bonds had 251 stolen bases. Clemente had the least, hit 83.
Oh no!
Dave Parker, 123.
Wow. You know, sometimes it's better if you don't give me those numbers. Man. So I'd be curious to see how many of those stolen bases came before the steroid era versus after.
Quick 2 strikes.
Yeah. Scoreboard needs to catch up on that. Who we got running the board?
Center fielder is up to
Come
bat.
on, Braden. Well, Braden doesn't have to worry about strikes. He can just put it out on the board.
Looks at strike 3. That's out.
That was
one.
quick.
We're in the top of the second.
That'll be the third strikeout for Presley Bombach in this one.
Ball 1, low and outside. That's a called strike. 1-1. Bombach the Jr. comes all the way from California. Whew. Burns that fastball.
Yeah, he
in there.
did. Good pop in on that.
1 ball, 2 strikes, which reminds me, I want to do something new.
All kinds of new stuff for our listeners. Well, there he is. Wow.
Looks
Frozen.
like strike 3. That's out number 2.
And quickly, that is the fourth strikeout for Presley Bombach in this one. It looks really good. I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
I would like to do, well, we can wait till the half inning's over.
We have got to talk to La Rosa's about getting a pizza deal for our La Salle Lancers when they exceed 11 strikeouts. I do happen to notice we got the La Salle president in attendance. We'll have to talk to him about seeing if he can work a deal for us on that.
Swing and a miss.
Why don't we get him live on the broadcast? Say a few words. What do you think?
Sure. Low and away, ball 1.
See if we get him in between innings.
Trying to read what it says on their shirts.
There you go.
Swing and a miss,
Hey,
strike
man.
3.
Woo.
That's out number 3 as Bombach strikes out the side. After 1.5, there's no score. Okay, what I would like to do is start a pop of the mitt and a crack of the bat.
Oh.
So we'll pick someone at the end of the game who did something offensively and something defensively.
Ooh, I like it.
So it doesn't have to be that the batter went 4 for 4.
Yeah.
Maybe
Just
he
had a critical mode.
had a hitless streak of 0 for 10 and he got a hit. So, something like
Did
that.
something to make a major contribution to the team.
Something different, something good, positive. And pop in the mid, of course, would go defensively. So that could be a pitcher throwing a no-hitter.
Yeah.
Could be someone making a diving catch or a phenomenal play.
I like it. I think that's good. By the way, speaking about phenomenal plays, Presley Baumbeck, as you mentioned, struck out the side there. So that's 5 strikeouts over 2 innings. Just need 11 pitches to do that. So I like that. I think that's a good addition.
Pop in the mitt and crack in the bat. They're my 2 favorite sounds.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. You want to do it then? This is the next step. Let's do it then. All right. So let's do it next.
He's going to enjoy us next time.
Alrighty. 2 up for the Lancers will be the catcher Chris Richmond, the left fielder Jonathan Danzinger, and the shortstop Joe Harmon.
Sounds like maybe some runs here in the second. You got a prediction for the inning? I know you got an overall prediction.
No, I almost did one, but I thought, I don't want to push my luck.
I'm going to go 2 runs here. Now you got to get, it's playoffs. It's a different feel. I'm settled down now. I've seen this pitcher from the dugout for an inning. I think they're going to go for 2 runs here.
It's a called strike.
So defensively for Hughes, I don't think we called that out before. We've got Hall in left, White in center, Nell in right, Wilkes Hawkins at third. Trey, I think, is his first name at shortstop. We don't have him on the roster. Craddock at second, Brooks at first, Williams catching.
This is a fly ball to left field. Catch is made for out number 1.
And then pitching again is Martin.
Brings up the left fielder Jonathan Danzinger, a junior. But not a junior for much longer.
No, really not much longer at all. You're exactly right. So in the season, 2 RBIs, 1 stolen base. Let's see if you can add to that here.
Squares the bunt. Takes ball 1.
It is the craziest weather. It is hard to believe that here we are sitting in mid-May and it's like 65 degrees out and cloudy.
Yeah. Pitch is high. Ball 2. Yeah, it's really crazy. Ball 3.
Giving him the green light here? I would say probably not. He's not been close on any of those 3 pitches.
I don't know. I think I would give him the green light. Ball 4. I just had a feeling. Brings up the shortstop, the junior, Joe Harmon.
Harmon batting .241 in the season with 7 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and a double. The next half inning, we're going to be joined by La Salle president Mike Overbay. He's going to say a few words.
Well, that's a surprise.
It is a surprise. He's actually been to quite a few games.
Stolen base. Danziger goes in the second standing.
He's been a big supporter. See him around all the different things going on at La Salle. He's usually there.
And Danziger takes off
trouble.
for third. The pitch gets past the catcher. Danziger at third. There's one out. Should be 1-1 on the score.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Looks at strike two.
Might have some senioritis going on over there. I don't know.
This is grounded up the middle.
That gets through.
Out in the center field. That's an RBI single from Joe Harmon.
First run. All right.
Lancers now lead it 1-0.
Schuster brings up Riesenbeck, batting 208 on the season, 8 RBIs. He's got a triple and 3 doubles.
Riesenbeck at the senior bank, not the senior, but the baseball banquet, was named the co-pitcher of the year.
Yes, Kellen, yes!
Oh, and Kellen got hit on that one. He trots on the first. The run. Harmon was running on the pitch.
First and second, one out. 1-0 to score. We're in the bottom of the second.
We tell him that all the time.
Senior Jack Shore batting 216, 5 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, a triple.
Both of the runners advance. They're both running double steal.
As we talked about, obviously it was noted that they're going to run on this team.
Yeah, right. Parents stick together. Exactly.
Ball gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for anyone to advance. Two know the count to Jack Shore. Jack won the Defensive Player of the Year award.
And boy, he had some beautiful plays out there this year.
Pitch is low, ball 3. It's inside, ball 4. That loads the bases.
Yes, I said so.
Top of the order, Isaac Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt happens to be the only Lancer with a home run this season.
As Martin's second walk in the game.
That home run came right here at La Salle.
That's his. Yeah, that's he chose that song.
That's upstairs.
Yours here now. Let's go.
Hughes has got a small team. You look into the dugout, it looks like there's just 4 players sitting in there.
Come on, Ice.
You look at the roster on paper all season long, and again, it looks like it's an abbreviated statistics. Only 4 guys showing up in the pitching stats.
This is a fly ball to right field. Wow. Center fielder makes the catch.
Yeah, he ran a long way for that. Center fielder is White.
Caught it like in the second baseman's position.
For a 20% chance of rain, we're getting that 20% right now.
It's out number 2. Brings up Colin Babowski, who struck out swinging back in first. Grounded to the right side. The first baseman scoops it up, makes the play unassisted for out number 3. And after 2 complete, your Lancers lead it 1-0. One run.
18 pitches to retire the side there.
1 hit. And 3 runners left on base.
All right. Well, as we mentioned and foretold, we do have a special guest with us today. We are fortunate to be joined with individuals who's done an outstanding job at La Salle, President Mike Overbay. So, Mike, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me on this cold, windy day in May. So, kind of crazy.
So, Mike, are you a baseball fan?
I love baseball. I just wasn't very good at it. So, yeah, I grew up playing baseball. Honestly, before I even played football, I played a lot of baseball growing up, and followed the Reds, things like that, and then love watching high school baseball. So
great.
Yeah.
So, how are things going at the school?
Things are going great. All the numbers, the metrics that we look at are trending in the right direction. Our freshman enrollment, we just got another one today. We're at 138.
Oh, that's great.
When I got here 2 years ago, we had about 111. So we're up about 27 since then, with a few more guys hoping to come to La Salle. Fundraising has gone very, very well this year. In fact, we're looking at a grass infield that will be turf in about 2 months. So thanks to a very generous anonymous donor. So and then we're graduating a great bunch of seniors. I'm going to be sad. I'm happy for them, bummed for us that they're not going to be with us anymore, because they've been a great group. So
you've done a great job with them, and they're going to carry on that LaSallian tradition wherever they go, and it'll be fun to keep an eye on them and look forward to the next generation kind of taking over.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's always good to see them back on campus. I saw 3 or 4 guys today, and then a couple guys here tonight. So I love seeing our grads back here and still being engaged with what's going on. So but looking forward to graduation tomorrow night too. So
absolutely. Thanks for all the hard work that you put into it. It's definitely paying off, and we appreciate it on behalf of the parents and all those that are involved in La Salle.
All right. Well, it's truly a pleasure to be here. I'm blessed to be the president of La Salle, and great things are ahead. So stay tuned. So,
sounds great.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
So we do have a pitching change for La Salle, and Marcus Jacobs is up on the hill, and for the first batter, Craddock on 3 pitches got a ground ball easy back to him and threw out and got the assist for the first out here.
So
Jacobs, the senior, comes into this one, his 7th appearance, 7.1 innings work, and ERA is 4.77.
Swing and miss, 0-2. So Bombach goes 2 innings. Just had 1 base runner, the first batter of the game. Swing and miss. Out number 2.
That was about us. Saying we're talking
So Jacobs on his first strikeout. See how the numbers on Presley Bombach: 2 innings of work, a 1 walk, 5 strikeouts on just 25 pitches.
It's called strike. And that just misses high. 1-1.
Nice break on that pitch.
Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Foul tip.
Just got a piece of that one.
I can't believe there's a chill in the air.
I know it. Yeah, when Ellen got here, she asked me if I wanted my jacket. I said, no, I'm good, and I'm really wishing I would have changed my mind on that one. Wow, that didn't miss by much.
2-2 the count.
Williams, the catcher, walked back in the first.
And this is sliced to right field.
Oh, my gosh, look at that.
Colin Babowski throws the runner out of
Wow.
first to right field.
9-3.
You
Wow.
don't see that too much.
No, you sure don't.
After 2.5, your Lancers lead it 1-0.
And Marcus Jacobs needed just 12 pitches to retire the side.
No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. So we head to the bottom of the third. Due up is second baseman Justin Lynch, the designated hitter Javi Retley, and the catcher Chris Richmond. You know, it's very nice that Sal gets to play a playoff game here at home.
Yeah.
That it's not done for these players here yet. And the victory here today, you'd see a lot of jubilant players there in the dugout. And if I'm not mistaken, the second game goes to the better seeded team.
Yeah.
So if LaSalle wins here today, they will play here again next Wednesday.
I can't believe it is downright cool. This feels more like a football game. Just crazy.
We're here. They only have one air. I pitch after Alex. Alex is going next. Let's go here, Justin. Whoa. Eric, up. Feel it.
The offensive player of the year, Justin Lynch, leads things off here in the bottom of the third. Pokes this one to right field. That's going to drop in. And Lynch is digging for two to throw to second. Lynch slides in.
Justin!
A leadoff double for Justin Lynch. He had his eyes set for second the moment he hit it.
I don't feel too well. So he said, "You don't feel too well." That boy don't feel too well. Freezing cold. I don't feel too well.
You feeling all right there?
Wait a minute. What happened to Lynch?
I'm not done.
Double
Oh,
to
good
right
grief.
field.
Walk away, you miss a lot. Is that on the
Yes.
first pitch?
Yeah. Javi Retley takes strike one.
Well, I'm remiss in letting you know. Let's see. Lynch batted 305 in the season. We talked about that already in the first. That's right, a single and a double. Okay.
Line shot.
Oh,
Shortstop catches it. Lynch dives back to the bag safely.
wow. That's played by short there. Unfortunately, Lynch was able to get back because that was right there. Well, I tell you what, Retley hit that ball pretty hard.
Yeah, you can see it hooking. Brings up Chris Richmond. Has 126 putouts on the season. It's number 1 in the GCL.
Yes, Justin, yes!
Lynch steals
Got a
third,
bit, Just!
and there's no
Hey,
throw.
dugout.
So with one out, Sal has a runner at third.
I'm not
They lead
three!
it
I'm not
1-0.
stuck! Good job!
The Hughes defense playing in. Pitch is high, ball 1.
So I got one for you.
Yes.
I'm not stuck!
Looking back on the regular
Good
season,
job.
where would you put some of your highlight memories on the season that we saw this year?
Funny you ask, because I was thinking about that earlier, and I thought I would have to go back through the scorebook and look at some of the games to be more
I'm not
specific.
stuck! Good job! Be smart, be smart!
3-0 the count. And draws a walk, 1-out walk. I really enjoyed the game at Oak Hills against Harrison.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Tell you one, for me, weather-wise and just the way the game went is, for me, one that ranks very, very high is the game against St. Xavier at UC.
Yes, I was going to mention that as well. That was a big win. We were winning, then we were losing, and then we won it.
Ow!
Danzinger gets hit by the pitch.
And that's the second hit by pitch by White on this one. Or Martin, excuse me.
Brings up Joe Harmon, the shortstop, who had an RBI single back in second.
You had some crazy stuff going on in that game, but in the end, we were victorious, which is fabulous.
Another one I remember was not in Sal's favor, unfortunately, but when Oak Hills came here and beat us 1-0.
Yeah.
That pitcher was just so dominant. Had great control, hitting the bottom outside corner of the strike zone time after time. I'd like to know what kind of season he ended up having.
Oh, that would be a good thing to look at. So it's interesting. On that coach meeting, you had both Hall and White left and center field doing push-ups the entire time of that mound visit. And that might be more of a an exercise in keeping them loose. And it looks like we got a pitching change here. Number 3 is coming in for Hughes. And number 3 is a mystery. Stand by. He's not showing up on my historical. He is the shortstop coming in, who we know is the name Trey, which looks like he has switched places with Martin. So for Hughes, you've got Martin at short, and Trey is not pitching, which we have no record on Trey. And I tell you what, I'm always leery of these kinds of moves because Trey is coming in straight from shortstop. He's had no opportunity to get loose. And in his warm-ups, it looks like that may hurt them. But we will see.
Sal has bases loaded. Justin Lynch led things off with a double. Chris Richmond walked. Jonathan Danzinger at first was hit by pitch.
So Martin is out after 2.1 innings of work with 46 pitches. And the base is loaded, so we can't completely close the book on him because those runs would be his. I hate to say it, but it feels like it's getting colder. Which we're not too far off of me remembering the all-time worst is when you and I were sitting in the perch at St. X up in that
Yeah, that was a treat.
that high press area that was not covered with winds of about 120 miles an hour
I tell you
and
what,
10 degrees.
if you ever feel overheated during the summer, Steve,
Think of
I want
that.
you to think of that. Then you won't feel so hot.
I will try and hold on to that thought.
Well, the line
Oh,
shot
that
up to the
falls.
shortstop out to left field. 1 run scores, and Chris Richmond comes in to score. So that is a 2 RBI single for Joe Harmon.
So those runs would be charged to Martin and not to Trey.
LaSalle now leads at 3-0. And that's
Nice
a bunt.
That's going to be trouble.
Fielded by the pitcher. He fires to first. They get him out at first. Lancer's now with runners at second and third. That's the second out of the inning. Batter's Jack Schroer, the defensive player of the year. Looks at strike 1.
Wow, that was quite a curveball. That came out of nowhere. Nice pitch.
It's in the dirt. 1-1.
One missed just in.
2-1. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Pitcher steps off the rubber. And that's hitting the gap between short and third. Danziger scores. And here comes Harmon. He scores. They throw to second, trying to get Shore. The throw goes out into right center field. Shore advances to third.
All right.
2 more runs score, and the Lancers now lead it 5-0.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. So, how many batters is that?
Oh, let's see. It's mounting up here.
I didn't even ask you that last
that's
inning either.
7. This is the 8th batter right here. Isaac Goldschmidt, the leadoff batter, takes strike 1. And that hits Goldschmidt.
And that would be Trey's first hit by batter.
LaSalle with runners on the corners brings up Colin Babowski. Goldschmidt takes off for second. He'll trot in standing.
Babowski struck out in the first. Grounded to first back in the second.
Pitch was a strike, by the way. That pitch is in the dirt, gets past the catcher. Jack Shore comes in to score. Goldschmidt advances to third. The Lancers now lead it 6-0. Ball gets away from the catcher. Goldschmidt trots in.
Be ready.
That's the 6th run of the inning. Lancers now lead it 7-0. Babowski, the 9th batter of the inning. Bases are clear, and there are 2 out. Foul tip.
Back in that box. Be ready.
Foul ball over the Hughes dugout. This is hit to the first baseman. Bobbles it.
Drop the ball.
Flips to the pitcher covering. And the pitcher drops the ball. So Babowski is safe. Did we give that error to the pitcher?
I would say so. It was an underhand flip. You have to know if you're running to cover the base that you're going to get that ball. Yeah, I would go E1 on that.
You know, the first baseman really had time to make that play unassisted.
I thought that too, and that was maybe what threw the pitcher off, but he was still running over. So he batted around now.
Justin Lynch has 2 doubles, running very aggressively. The runner goes.
Look out, Mark. Oh, nice play catch.
Catcher makes a great catch right in front of us. That'd be
Yeah.
fun to rewatch.
Yeah.
That's out number 3. And after 3 complete, the Lancers lead it 7-0. Six runs on 3 hits. 1 runner left on base. Well, it's 3rd inning, it's actually top of the 4th inning. Maybe I should take a walk.
Oh, no, please don't, because it's the top of the 4th. I am remiss. Oh, my goodness. I think I owe you something, don't I? My goodness. It's just the way the game goes. We are delayed for the dad joke. Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All
We have
right.
a new pitcher, by the way.
Oh, we do have a new pitcher. This is number 25. Number 25 for La Salle is Alex Fellinger coming into this one. Numbers on Marcus Jacobs. 1 inning of work, 1 strikeout, no runs, no hits. Fellinger comes into this one. His 5th appearance, 6.2 innings of work, a 1-0 record, 3 strikeouts.
Okay. You know, I always thought Hughes was referred to as the Big Red,
Yeah,
but it looks like their shirts say Bulls.
I see that, but I that's what I read as Big Red as well. All right.
I'm sorry. Did you make note of the defensive changes? We've got
Oh, I did not.
Brady Gervers now
Gervers
playing
at first.
base.
Yep.
Braden Price playing 3rd, and Kyle Thielen at the plate. And Tyler Walterman, I think, is playing second base. Harmon is at short. And we've got Javier Carter out in center.
Carter in center. Wow.
Tanner Reed in right field.
Who do you have at third?
Braden Price.
Price. Thank you. So let's rehash. We still got Danziger in left, right?
I can't tell for sure.
All right, let's double check on that one.
Balls in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah. Danziger is still out on left. You've got, as you said, Javier Carter in center. We've got Tanner Reed in right. Just had a birthday, I saw. Price at third. Harmon at short. Walterman second. Gerber's at first. And Thielen is catching. And again, Fellinger, we've got pitching.
Leadoff walk for Hughes.
Good observations.
That was a wholesale swap right there. This is hit to right. Foul ball.
That is Wilkes Hawkins, who struck out back in the first.
Are they selling hot chocolate?
You could use one about, couldn't you? I don't know about hot chocolate. They got hot dogs.
Some players not very demonstrative.
No.
1 ball, 1
Must have missed
strike.
just low.
Go, Alex.
Again, we need that press box. We should. You know what? We had the president. We should have talked to him about that.
That's a base hit to right field. Hughes with runners on first and second, and that is the first hit of the game for the Hughes team. First and second, nobody out.
Yeah, my goodness, we had President Overbay here. We could have talked about the. He's talking about the turf. Could have brought up the press box, the jacuzzi. All our dreams could have been had right there. We had an opportunity. We blew it, I think, Mark.
Oh, it's a strike. Press box is more important than the field, right?
Well, I would think so, at least for us, right? I did give you the dad joke,
Same
didn't
thing,
I?
kid. Same
No,
thing.
you did not.
Oh, after all that, yeah, we started playing. I had to keep records. So today's dad joke: who is the strongest thief?
The strongest
Thief.
It's ball 1. 1-1. Foul back.
Oh.
That's caught by Tanner Reed for out number 1. I'm not sure how to answer it, but the only thing I can think of is Steel.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, sorry.
Man of Steel.
No, let's
Steeler.
Oh, very
Pittsburgh
good.
Steeler.
But no, let's keep working on that one. Ball 1 to White is struck out back in the second.
Who is stronger than Steel? 1-1 to
Good
count.
pitch. Good pitch. Let me know if you give up. If you want to keep working, I'll give you some time on that one.
Yeah.
Again, who is the strongest thief? Is our question of our dad joke of the day. Nice
Called
pitch.
strike. 1-2.
Could be, yeah.
Oh,
Miss,
nice
strike
job.
3, out number 2.
Nice elevated fastball. Got him the chase. That is Fellinger's first strikeout of the game. And overall, LaSalle's 7th strikeout of the game.
That's a good thing to have.
Called strike.
Love to see these guys challenge these batters. Go right after them.
Hits his
That was
bat.
off the bat.
Foul ball. He tried to get out of the way of that one,
Yeah,
but
sure
in the
did.
process
He
of
was just
doing
fighting
so-
for his life. And again, we've talked about that
Yeah.
play.
Now that doesn't bother me so much, but when it hits them
Yeah, and hits the bat.
at the
Yeah.
same time.
Oh, froze him on that one.
Caught looking, strike 3, out number 3. 2 runners left on base. 1 hit, no runs. And after 3.5, Sal leads it 7-0.
Just 17 pitches to retire the side for Alex Fellinger. A great outing there. See if he goes out for another one. So, any ideas on the dad joke?
I'm just
strongest
stuck on
thief.
steel. I can't
A shop.
a lifter.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Our fans will probably enjoy the reprieve from the dad jokes. What do you think? So we're going to have lots of different batters coming in here, I would think, as well.
You're right.
I'm seeing a lot of different numbers on the on-deck area. So it looks in this one like Coach Trey Altman is going to empty the bench and give guys a bunch of chances in this one. Just nice to see.
Yeah. There's a lot of good players that sit on the bench.
There is. You know, we've talked about it all season long, the depth of this team, the strength defensively, the strength pitching, offensively. It's a talented group. So it's nice to be able to see these guys get an opportunity to get in and showcase their talents as well.
And a lot of them are juniors, so we will see them hopefully next year as well.
Yeah, I can't wait.
LaSalle started today. 3 seniors. Goldschmidt, Rutley.
Oh, boy.
I became an announcer for a different school there for a minute. And Jack Shore. Telling. Oh, gosh.
Haven't heard you say that one in a while.
No.
It's been a couple of years at least. All right, so leading off, it looks like it's going to be Peyton Sievert batting. How about that?
Batting in Javi
Normally
Ridley's
a
spot.
pitcher, we're going to get to see him hit. Although, on my records, this will be his 5th appearance, his 3rd at bat. Looking for his first hit. Let's see if we can get it here. That'd be great.
Ball 1. Peyton, like many of the LaSalle players, has pretty good size.
He does. On deck is Kyle Thielen, replacing Richmond in this one at catcher.
Chopper back to the mound. It
Nope,
takes a
it's
funny
fouled.
little bounce.
I think I just
1-1.
saw a snowflake. Mary gets a little bit closer to me. I'm going to take her coat. This is crazy. It's mid-May. That's a smart move.
2-1 to count. And that pitch is upstairs.
You get Peyton the
3-1.
green light here?
Yeah.
Why not, right?
I would let these kids. Oh, that goes past everybody. Ball 4. First, you have to have a pitch to hit.
Yeah, that's true. So that becomes the first walk for Trey.
Kyle Thielen batting for Chris Richmond, the catcher. Throw to first.
Kyle Thielen, it's his 4th appearance, 8th at bat. He's got an RBI.
Runner goes. The throw down to second. Goes out in center field. Peyton Sievert takes off for third.
No throw.
He slides into third safely. So stolen base, and then I would say an error on the pitcher
I would agree.
on that throw. So Sievert at third. The count's 1-0 to Kyle Thielen. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 7-0. Excuse me, I got tickled in the back of my throat.
Tis the season.
I think I inhaled a snowflake.
Got some light rain just starting to drizzle on us. Ooh.
It went to center. Center fielder's there to make the catch. Sievert takes up, scores. Sacrifice fly for Kyle Thielen. It's out number 1. The run scores. That makes it 8-0. And Jonathan Danziger remains in the game. Fouls that back. 0-1. Kyle has reached both prior at bats and scored both times. He walked in the second.
Ooh. Oh, he got burned, I think. Yes, he did.
That goes over the center fielder's head. Danziger goes into second with a double.
All right, good to see.
Danziger has now reached all 3 at bats.
Good day for him.
Yes, it is.
Brings up Harmon, who's had a big bat. Have him down singling in the second and in the third.
Blown away, ball 1. Grounded over
that goes into the
the
stands.
stands on the left side. Counts 1-1.
I heard it hit seat back, so I think we're okay.
Joe Harmon, the batter, he has 2 singles, 3 RBIs, a stolen base,
It's a
and
pretty good day.
has scored a run. Two balls and a strike.
How's your score prediction going?
It's going.
You haven't busted yet?
It's anything's
Oh,
possible.
they caught him in a rundown. Oh!
Pitcher throws to second, goes out into center field. Danziger comes in to score his 3rd run of the game.
I don't even know how you would score that.
I would have to say it's an error on the pitcher on that throw to second.
Yeah.
So the count's 2-1, or remains 2-1. Oh, that one's inside, ball 3. Lancers now lead it 9-0. That misses just outside, ball 4. Joe Harmon draws a walk.
That is the 2nd walk for Trey and the 5th for the team. Oh, and we got Gerber's not batting for Riesenbeck. Ooh.
Hit hard down the first base line, but it's a foul ball.
Looking fastball and hit it hard down that line. He was way ahead of that one. Now they put the lefty shift on. Well, out in front
Foul
again.
ball. Harmon was on the move to second.
You got this, Brady.
On deck is Javier Carter. And Harmon takes off, steals second. The throw goes into center field again. But Harmon's just going to trot to third. So that's a stolen base, and I would say another error on the pitcher.
Got this, Brady.
It's popped up over by the Hughes dugout. Ooh. Pitcher made a good effort to
Yes,
try
good
to catch
hustle.
that. Runs into the fence.
That was a tough spot because you got the field actually slanting up there.
Yes.
I love the effort, though.
Yes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brady Gerbers batting for Kellen Riesenbeck. And this is popped up to the left side. The shortstop makes the catch. And Harmon will hold at second or third. It's out number 2. And batting for Jack Shore is Javier Carter. And this one's popped up. Pitch makes the catch. Out number 3.
21 pitches for Trey to get out of that one.
What's Trey's last name?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't know? They
No.
didn't give you the
No.
form? He goes, hi, Miss Mary. So I guess he probably went here before. Oh.
Oh,
2
we got
runs, 1 hit, and one runner left on base.
As we come into the fifth, Fellinger up for another inning of work. He'll face the bottom third of the lineup.
I can feel snowing again.
Yeah.
We're in the top of the fifth. Lancers lead at 9-0.
Do you have a favorite Christmas carol that you might want to share in this winter weather?
Let it snow.
Like we needed wind today, and we're getting that too.
Swing and miss. Strike one.
Brooks struck out back in the second.
Called strike.
Two good pitches by Fellinger here.
Foul ball to the left side. Out of play.
I still can't believe this is mid-May. In all the years you've been doing this, can you remember it being this cold in May?
Not this late, no.
Wow, that didn't miss by much.
I do remember, I don't, if it was early May or sometime in April, but we had leaves on the trees and we got a significant snowfall and a rather large branch on our tree in the backyard cracked because of the weight. So
nice strikeout by Fellinger there. It's his second of the game. Team's eighth.
So that's the closest I can identify.
Yeah. Craddock, the second baseman, grounded back to the pitcher in the third.
Swing and miss, strike one. Another called strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three.
Another
out number
strikeout.
2.
Fellinger looks great. It's his third strikeout of the game and the team's overall ninth. It's going to bring up the right fielder now, struck out back in the third.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Ooh,
Called strike.
One pitch away from striking out the side here.
Yes. And missed perhaps an immaculate inning by one pitch.
Yeah.
How often can you say that?
Not very often.
Got
him.
Strike three.
Beautiful.
Out number 3. We're in the middle of 5. Your Lancers lead it 9-0.
Just 11 pitches to retire the side there, and that's 28 for Fellinger through 2 innings.
Oh, yeah. So you missed an immaculate inning by 2 pitches.
Yeah.
There's a foul ball in there.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So Trey is back out there to pitch another inning of work.
Okay, looks like Braden Price will lead things off for La Salle in the bottom of the 5th.
So we do have a change on the Hughes side of things. 10 is coming in for 18 at second base. Number 10 on Hughes is Lafayette Johnson, a junior. So Johnson coming in to play second base for Craddock. And I think it dropped another couple degrees.
Yeah.
What a weird season.
Well, Steve, can I say I'm glad I'm not going through this alone?
Glad to be with you, partner.
So if I was sitting here by myself, no one else would believe it.
So as you mentioned, we got Price up to bat, and then Tanner Reed, number 6, on deck for Bobowski to bat here in the 6th as well.
I think my glasses are icing over.
It's really quite remarkable.
Swing and a miss by Braden Price. It's a called strike. 0-2 to count. This is grounded to the shortstop. It bounces off his glove.
Gotta go E6 on that one.
Yeah.
Well, we could have a change here.
Should Braden Price come around to score, that would essentially end the game.
Well, that's going to be a change there. Looks like Brooks is coming in to play second. And so Brooks at second for Hughes, and then sliding over from second, Johnson is going to be playing shortstop.
Tanner bunts that foul over close to the Hughes dugout. 0-1. With all these accolades I've been announcing here, I forgot to mention that you are the #1 stats keeper in the GCL.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that statistic come out. I missed that one. Oh, there's a shot. That'll drop.
Line shot single to left field.
Well, I guess I should be jubilant over that one, huh?
Certainly. That's it. GCL is a very competitive league.
Oh, it is. So Walterman's batting for Lynch here, coming up.
Let's go, Tyler. Big rip here.
He puts down a bunt. Pitcher fields it. Ooh.
That was
Pitcher
close.
looked around before making that throw to first, and that almost cost him.
It did. He wasn't going to make a play anywhere else. Everybody else was in motion.
That's out number 1. Runners out second and third.
Brings up Peyton Siebert, who walked back in the fourth.
Strike 1 to call.
Feel like I need a heat lamp.
I need a heating blanket. Pitch is outside, 1-1. It's low. Should be 2-1. Isn't it? Is it 2-1, Steve?
That's what I have, yes.
So if Braden Price can score from third, that would end this game. 10-run mercy rule. Sievert slices this one out of play. Evens the count 2-2.
Hey, let's protect her, baby.
I think that's a ball.
He holds his swing, so it's a full count.
Uh-oh, here it is.
The catcher.
He's in.
And Braden Price slides into home with LaSalle's 10th run.
Is that it?
A wild pitch.
They're all coming out. I think that's it. That is it. Wow. What a strange game.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen.
Yeah, well, it gets tougher from here, partner. So at least we're past the first one.
And technically, that was a walk to Peyton Siebert.
Yes, that is correct.
LaSalle had 1 hit, 1 run. So, would you like to reveal your score?
My score was 8-1.
8-1. Did you have LaSalle winning that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you were off by 2 runs and then 1 run, so you're off by 3.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I guess it was going to be 20-0. So I have lost by 10. You are the winner this week.
So our overall record is 1-1. Is that correct?
One tie.
Because you won the Coleraine, right?
No, we tied.
Oh, we tied. That's right, we did.
Yeah. So you have a 1-1-0 record.
Okay.
I'm 1-1.
All right.
And do you have an offensive crack of the bat player?
An offensive crack of the bat player for me in this one is I do. And I'm going to go with Joe Harmon on that. Singled twice and walked.
Okay.
He would be my player. Drove in 3.
I chose Jonathan Danziger.
Another good choice. Good choice. We had a lot of offense today.
As well, like Joe Harmon, reached all 3 times.
Yeah.
And my deciding factor was he scored all 3 times.
Yeah.
So, but you can't go wrong with either one of them.
No. And on the defensive side, I would go with Alex Fellinger. Came in relief, struck out 4 over 2 innings, gave up just 1 hit over 28 pitches, and just did a nice job in relief today.
And mine was Colin Bobowski. He had a play in the 3rd inning where the person apparently singled out to him, and he threw the hitter out at first base.
Oh, that's right. That was a fun play.
So,
Yep, good call on that one as well.
all right. Our next game will be next Wednesday. And if the seating holds up, we'll be playing Batavia here at La Salle at 5 o'clock. Anything else, partner?
No, see you next Wednesday. Can't
All
wait.
right.
Hopefully it'll be warmer.
Yes. Well, thank you for viewing. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. And we'll see you next week. Live Jesus in your heart.
Forever. Go
Lancers.
Lancers.